So guys, hello, welcome back to this channel. In this video, this is P2B using this leverage, announcing this early that he's building a structure for the 2027 presidential election. That means that he's getting back at the people that telling him to move to PDP, to deputize Atiku, to do all that. They are all trying to undermine his nationwide support. He has done it before. He was able to gather the allocated 6 million votes. No one has ever done this in Nigerian history before. No one has ever done this kind of thing. To his 6 million votes. It's not even 6 million votes. Like, he later revealed that he scored 10 million votes, while he was addressing Nigerians on an X space. Now, this is P2B basically saying, hey, I am still that beautiful bride. I am still the beautiful bride. I did it in 2023. I'll still do it again in 2027. By the time he finishes assembling his structure, many parties will, they will be begging him to come and run under their party. Yes, they will be begging him to come and run under their party. Many parties and many people wants to join the moving train, to run any party that he belongs to. They want to take advantage of the people in the National Assembly and others that won election in 2023, that rode on his platform, because of his good name, they were voted into power. Many people want to repeat that same thing this 2027. A whole lot of people, because of P2B and the kind of influence that he has, they enrolled into Labour Party during that 2023 election, and almost all of them won the election. And many people want to repeat the same thing in 2027. So it's nice that he's starting this early to by building the structure and making it clear to especially the Labour Party leaders, if you don't put your house in order, after all, I made you what you are. No one knew Labour Party before. No one knew Labour Party before. It was because of Peter Obi that ran under Labour Party. That was why Labour Party started gaining attraction and all that. So no one knew Labour Party before. It was because of Peter Obi that ran under Labour Party that people voted for. They didn't vote for him because it's Labour Party. It's because of Peter Obi. So it is left for Labour Party to put their house in order. Like Peter Obi will always say, a due process. He always say that he's a due process person. And that's always say. He said that he will never force anybody to do what he doesn't want to do. He will only advise, and he will always advise. But if you refuse, he can't force you to do what you don't want to do. So guys, he said a whole lot of things in this video. I will now let you guys to watch this video. Make sure you watch it from bit by bit, from start to finish, so that you understand what he's actually saying in that video, the message that is actually passing in that video. So guys, if you are new to this channel, please do well to subscribe, like, and also drop a comment below. I'll see you guys in a minute.
Where we are now, it is time to start talking on that structural issue, which we still want to do gradually, because we now believe that we now have people who believe in this new Nigeria we're preaching, people who are ready to sacrifice for it, people who are ready to wait for it. We have now a reasonable number to start talking about it. So now is the time for a strong socio-political structure across the country, across the 30 states, one that includes not just hardcore obedience, but also over 6 to 10 million. Because I know while they said we got 6 million votes, I know we got up to 10 million. So all those who supported us, all those who voted for us, the millions of Nigerians who are now experiencing the outcome of board governance in the last couple of years, we need to engage them to join this movement. We will begin with a series of consultations in the coming days and weeks for birth of this structure of millions, several millions of Nigerians who are tired of status quo and want a birth of new Nigeria. In building this structure, we're going to be totally inclusive and democratic. The process will be transparent. We will consult with so many stakeholders as possible. We want the structure to be citizen-led, so it will be demand-led, not supply-led. Because people have always said to me, why don't you appoint this one? Why don't you do this? I say, no. We're a family. This family will come out with their own structure that they will all believe in and will all monitor and see that this thing. So in it, we've nominated a number of people. I've looked at a number of people, most of you who are in this space, like Madam Bolanle, Madam Aisha, Tomo, Anelo, Favor, Dam, and others that will join for us to start the consultation that is required. It's not going to be all of us that are doing a sacrificing for it. Getting people like Dr. Tanko, who is running around all over the place, and so many others to join us in trying to build this structure that is required. The people local, the people overseas, and all that. Yesterday I was talking to Mazi and Elomba and everything, telling them this is where we want to go. And this is what we want to do in order to start building the required structure. Because people have always talked about structure. I say, wait. You will see that as we go by. But I'm not deterred because I listened to the National Democratic Institute lecture. I mentioned it to people. It was wonderful that they talked about opposition and people losing the election. Former Prime Minister of Denmark, I think he's the foreign minister now, he's been Prime Minister 2 times, talked about what happens when you lose the election. What happens to the party? What happens to the people? That is when you really see people in the true sense. That is when you know those who can withstand the sacrifice that is required to be in opposition. And this is the case of where, in a world where nobody is harassing the opposition, in a world where nobody cares about the opposition, so you can imagine what is happening. The NATO secretary, former NATO secretary, who came after him, repeated the same thing of their experience in the UK when they lost the election as Tory party, how everything scattered. And he said it's beginning to happen to them again. He said, but most importantly, if the leader can hold on to what he believes in, with time, some disciples will turn back. Those who left will see reason, because especially when the government in office is not doing the right thing. So I thank all of you who are still here and urge all of us, let's continue now. The result of this engagement will be formidable structure at national, regional, grassroots level, something that we can call our own as we approach the next cycles of election.
So guys, I hope you heard what he said in that video. And then with all that thing that he said, you see that he's building a very nice structure. Yes, we know that Nigerian INEC still poses a serious problem to free and fair election. But, you know, it will not stop Nigerians from doing things that are within their power. You know, they will still do what is within their power, and people, it will not even stop people from voting. And that is that for today's updates. So guys, I'll see you guys in my next video. But please, if you are new to this channel, please do to subscribe, like, and also drop a comment below. I'll see you guys in my next video.